Virgo. All right, Virgo. Let's get it. Virgo. Okay. Okay, Virgo, you have tools. Look at all of this tool. Repairman. Ooh. At the bottom of the deck, happening soon. Okay, I would say so far so good. Before I even jump into this, let's just get your tea leaf oracle. Let's just get it. This is for Virgo. Oh, okay, all right. You have at the bottom of the deck, a distant friend is thinking about you. Okay, somebody's thinking about you here, Virgo. Be a friend. This could also be like someone that you are interested in, because that can change into like a lover type of thing, right? Card that came out, you guys already know I'm not a big fan of those and these cards, so I'm going to just put this one. In March, this could happen. Something can happen in the... This could be February, not February. This could be March of 2025, okay? Or something major happened this year, but I always feel like these cards are looking forward, right? So I feel like this means that something major could happen in March of 2025, all right? Now, when I picked this card up, this is the card that was at the bottom of the deck, where it says indecisiveness. Allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So this is the target. This is what you guys are. Remember, we talked about the whole focus and energy. It literally doesn't matter what deck I pulled. It always say it, right? So this is what you're fixing. That aimless energy, maybe of, or just in general, just a feeling of aimlessness, right? All right, so these are the cards that came out here for you, Virgo. First, you had tools, which says practical, having the abilities, resources, as what it takes, organization, and someone, and help someone. Now, I will say that mostly with you talks about practicality, and your relationships to other people, and your ability with your working career. Now, we always talk about Virgos are really good with being able to master something. This was so funny to me. I don't know if you guys have seen that meme of the Japan girl, the one, I can't say it on here because Core's video got taken down because I said something. But the one who was like won the Olympics because she, you know, knew how to aim, right? She was a Virgo, right? So I thought it was interesting because I'm like, I'm always telling Virgo about how they're mastering something. That is so crazy to me. And that is exactly what I still see. And, you know, it's like you have what it takes in order to get something accomplished or get something done. And you need reassurance with that too, because for some of you, this is like your boss coming to you saying, hey, you know, do you want to be a supervisor? I think that you'll be great at it. And you're kind of like, oh God, I don't know. I don't know if this is something I should do. It's like confirming that you have what it takes, that you have the ability to get the job done. Now the next card here is repairman. Or maybe you're dealing with someone who fixes cars, or maybe they're a maintenance man for a living. I'm not knocking them. It just depends on what type of maintenance man, because baby, they make a whole lot of money if they're in hospitals. But here it says repairing, fixing, and healing. Two different energies again. Some of you are really repairing something that has been jacked up, broken, okay? The money, it could be your relationships with people, and healing could be your heart. So I love this energy overall. I feel like this energy is just absolutely amazing. And then the fact that at the bottom of the deck, it says something is happening pretty soon. Something is going to happen really soon here. Now, you did have slowly but surely getting ahead. That's very much a Virgo energy. A lot of you, we've been talking about the energy of patience, you needing to be patient about things that's going to occur, because it's saying that's okay, you'll get there. May not be as quick as you want, but things are going to really start moving forward for you, okay? But you still have to have patience with a tortoise, right? The tortoise moves kind of slow. Virgos are very impatient. We don't want to wait. Okay. The next card here, it says a distant friend is thinking about you. I said this earlier. This could be someone that is in a romantic partner as well. And if you think about it, here she's staying at a train station, so there could be some traveling involved. Maybe this friend that's thinking about you may want to see you. You know, it could be either or someone is, you're waiting for someone at the airport or something like that, where they may visit you. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. We're going to start with this tools energy here for you, Virgo. Now, of course, whatever card is in the upright is in the upright. Whatever's reverse, reverse. This is going to be for, this is for Virgo. All right. This is how it came out. So you had the reverse, all in reverse. And had the 5 of Wands in the reverse, which is really good, actually. Now, one thing that I will tell you, the world in reverse is saying part of that delay, right? Here you are, you're saying, well, I have the ability to do something. But the world card is you don't feel as successful in the things that you feel that you can do. Remember, it talks about your abilities. So maybe there has been a lack of success in something. That could be romance, that could be relationships, right? And with money and career, whatever. It's like you always are trying to seek a solution to the problems, but the world in reverse is saying you're always without, or it never seems to pan out a certain way that you are wanting it to. But remember, the first card on there talked about practicality. Some things are not meant to work out at that time or at all, really. Okay? Now, you also had the 5 of Wands, which is really good to see. This was in the upright. So even though right now you may feel like a failure with some things, right? Because the world in reverse is pretty much how you feel. But I like the fact that the 5 of Wands is saying harmony is going to be restored to your mind and to your heart. That there's change that is coming because this is a 1, and you're going to experience a new beginning. Now, it may be hard for you to see that, right? Because it's like, it's the forest from the trees. You're kind of like, oh my God, like, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to resolve this? How is this going to work? But the 5 of Wands is saying, no, change is here. And you are going to experience better times. That's what the harmony card basically means. Better times. Okay. We're going to talk about romance in a minute, but I'm just doing a general overall. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Let's get to repair. Let's get to repair for Virgo. Let's see what's coming out here for you. Okay, it was there, then it turned over, but I got to pick it up the way that it fell. You guys had the Page of Swords. And you had the 9 of Wands. Woo, you've been tested. Your faith has been tested. And I like the fact that here, 6 talks about, I mean, it could, like I said, it could be with money or love, because this is Libra is the house of Venus. So number 6 could be your health, right? We were talking about healing. So let's say you guys have been having health issues. 6th house also talks about work and career, that there's something better on the horizon, that something is going to get fixed, or there's going to be adjustments that are going to be made when it comes down to work and career or money. Okay, there's adjustments that are going to be made. But when that 9 of Wands came out, I love the fact that she put a test of faith, because the 9 of Wands is literally that energy. I mean, she got scars all over her. We were just talking about fight in a battle, right? It's your ability to continue on, even though you've been hurt so many times, you've been disappointed so many times. It's the ability that you have. It is, again, with the tools, with the ability. Not just with your work, but with who you are, to continue to fight, you know, despite opposition. And whatever that means, that is what it's basically saying. You have been fighting to maintain. Okay? And that's exactly how they came up. Came up right here with the Nine of Wands. Now the page of Swords, I like this because it's like, remember that repair is like, we're looking for solutions. And the Page of Swords is literally that. I like to look for solutions to the problems that I have. If I have to go to class, I'll go to class. If I have to go through some type of little training program, I'll go through a training program. Whatever I need to do in order to maintain or in order to make adjustments or repair or heal the thing that I have been having a problem in. And I really do see that the universe is going to make it what? Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and get this part, and then we're going to get to love. I'm going to about your finances first. I see what you're doing to repair your finances, but I want to see how good it's going to get. Give me a second. Six of Cups in reverse. Oh yeah, you definitely got it from the past here. You definitely do. Remember it says someone is thinking about you? Six of Cups, the person is reminiscing, baby. They're like, I remember the time. So this could be a childhood friend. Remember it says a childhood, well, it didn't say childhood friend, but it says a friend is thinking about you. So for some of you, again, it could be a childhood friend. But when you look at the Six of Cups, that's like, you know, two children that are together, and usually that is oh, you got the Four of Wands here. I really do believe this is a soulmate or someone who's in your soul group. A lover or a friend, hands down, definitely. Definitely. So is someone returning from the past? That's what I just said, right? At first, we'll start with a phone call, but then coming together with the celebrating card. Celebration always means coming together to me. So we definitely see that there's someone who's thinking about you that's going to take action and communicate. When your money gets good, now we're going to talk about your finances. When your money gets good, remember the tortoise that says slow but surely? That's actually in harmony even with relationships. Because if you think about it, this is a soulmate energy and this is coming towards you in the future. It may not happen when you want, but it will. Or someone is going to be moving a little slow. They're not going to press the issue, but they like you. But not going to press the issue as much as you want. You're kind of like, oh my God, would they please hurry up? Would they please like... There's some anxiousness that, you know, that they're putting you, they're excited, like you like them and you're like, oh my God, like why are they taking so long to propose? Or why are they taking so long? You know what I mean? But I feel like, not even feel, this person has some really good energy here. I like the energy a lot. So it's going to take time for both things to really get good. And both really good things happening with money and love. But let me talk that money. Some of y'all are going to be making money. And I don't know in what area, like I don't know how this is going to happen, but I see big money. You know how like when you work a job, you can make, like let's say you know, back in the day, 25 an hour was a lot of money, right? Now it may not be as much, and that could be considered as chump change. So when you do readings, you have this aspect of the reading where it's like chump change and then money. I see money. And it may take it may take a little bit, maybe a year or so for you to actually see that, because you're working you're working it, right? That's a part of the repair. That's a part of like the tools, the fixing. There it is again, tools and fixing everything, right? Talks about repairing and fixing. It takes time for that to happen, especially if you guys have been in a deficit. That's the reason why the World card was what? In reverse. Takes time for you to get to the place where you're feeling stable here with the Four of Wands. But me, when it happens, I see it. It is going to be good. And for a lot of you, I see that it's going to be like, even now, I don't know if you do something from your home. Some of you guys work from your house, work from your home. And I see you guys making multiple streams of income, which means that it's not just one thing that you're doing. It's multiple things. And I do feel like there's going to be a choice or an option to do something else. That's why there's this indecision. The wheel talks about moving forward, but I feel like there's something that's going to happen here where you're kind of like, I don't know, should I do that? I think we talked about that earlier, where, you know, you're not sure if you should continue to go forward with the plan. I do see where you guys are a little stumped, maybe out of fear or something like that. Maybe out of fear of starting your own business or fear in investing in something. But I see the result that finally when you make the decision, it actually happens. Okay? When money looks absolutely fantastic. And I do feel like it's something else you will be doing. So you're not just relying on one source. But I do have to tell you, a source is not necessarily something that you are looking for. A source could be money that you got through inheritance. A source could be through alimony. You get it, right? So, but I do feel like you guys are actually putting forth the effort to create this other source of income. Now, let's go ahead and talk about love. Like I said before, I do see that for some of you, there's someone coming back. And I'm just going to say that this part could be a past person, because it says someone from the past return. This doesn't have to be anyone that you were in a connection with, but it could be someone who you're familiar with, because sometimes that's what that means, like familiarity. You guys had a conversation or something like that. You're going to end up having two different to choose from, by the way. You got two different people that you need from, and you have it 3 times in your reading. And it's not going to be right now that you're going to face that, but in the future, you're going to have 2 different people that you're going to have to choose from. And maybe that's you, the tortoise, meaning slowly taking your time to make a decision. Okay? Now, we're going to go ahead with your last 3 cards for August 7th. Now, I'm going to read this a little bit differently. Let's see what comes out here for you, Virgo. Oh my gosh. At the bottom of the deck, false twin flame. And this was the only card that turned over, incompatibility. Well, I think no respect came out before, didn't it? Possibly. But let's just talk about this before we get to the relationship. This is how this could be contributed to your everyday life. You got to do things different. Cycles is basically saying that, and this is including with love too. I don't want to repeat myself. So this is also in love, but this is a daily routine. Things have to be different. Something has to change, because there's monotony that happens when you create these cycles. And this is why I feel like you're creating something, you're fixing something, you're putting something together with the ability, with the tools and the repair. So it's like you're not just sitting around. We even started that before with where it said that you guys are looking up something or you're researching something, going to class, and like that. You guys are doing things differently now. So tomorrow, your routine, you should have a routine. But there also should be something where that is creating an advancement or progression in your life. Now, with the no respect thing, this is interesting because I've talked to so many Virgos who feel this way when it comes down to their work and career. I've experienced this. I told you guys plenty of times. I've experienced this so many times on the work, on like the nursing staff, like, baby, that's about cutthroat, whether it's like the workers or the management, supervisor, upper management, or whatever. You know, it was always trouble or something happened at your job, okay? And there's this fight. So I'm just being like, for you, it's saying you may have the feeling like you want to leave. Again, like I said before, I do see something here because there's this trapped energy with your work. Some of you may feel blocked. Okay. Some of you guys may even feel rejected by people when you're like, let's say you put in applications and they, they're giving you that, like that little letter, right? You're like, I've been trying, right? But again, I see you waiting for something, and I do see something that's going to fall in for you in a really good way. Okay. So I feel like right now for some of you, there's could be some challenges at your work. Okay. Where something isn't going your way. Now, when it comes down to a relationship, repeated behavior. We talked about that with cycles, right? Repeated behavior. How many times are you going to stay on this roller coaster ride? Whether it's a roller coaster or what is that other thing where you're at the circus, where it goes round and round, right? Either way, something needs to change in your relationship because someone is complaining that another person is doing something that's a deal breaker. You don't respect me. You don't love me. Somebody could very well be cheating because I told you I saw different people. I'm just saying. Okay. There's a lot of arguments that happen with the no respect. And this is bumping heads. Bumping heads. And then when you look at the fist, it's like there's hot and cold energy. 1 minute the person is okay, and the next minute they're not. So truly, basically what I'm saying here is that with relationships, it's going to be up to you how you work that. I don't know you guys what to do. Okay. I really don't. But this was at the end of the deck here with the Five of Swords, with the person's back, with the knife and the flower, which means someone is wanting to make up, but their behavior or they really haven't changed. Their motives, they really haven't changed any. Okay. So that's what I see. Virgo, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will see you back here again.